Hi, my name is Tina Kennis, and I am the pre-calculus teacher for your son or daughter. Very excited to get started this year, and I have a semester planned full of challenges and hard work, and we're going to have a lot of fun. So first, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I have a master's degree in mathematics in addition to my bachelor's degree in mathematics, and I also have a secondary master's degree in educational leadership in pursuit of a principal's position. This is my 25th year teaching. I have taught at Ocean County Vocational School for the last 15 of those years. On and off, I have been in and out of several of our academies, all of our academies, and all of our shared time programs too. So the experience that I have in teaching mathematics ranges from pre-algebra all the way up to AP Calculus and Statistics. And on a vocational side, I have taught everything from the mathematics needed in cosmetology to culinary, electrical to plumbing, and computer science, and any trade that you can think of in between. So I absolutely love my job. I love teaching mathematics, and I love bringing applications of mathematics to students everywhere. In addition to teaching, I spend a lot of my time as a mom for two children. My son Trey is a freshman at Loyola University in Maryland, and my daughter Kira is an eighth grade student at Lacey Township Middle School. I'm also a two-time cancer survivor, and I bring a lot of positivity for my survivorship into the classroom. And I've been surviving breast cancer for 17 years. And previously, about a year and a half ago, I was diagnosed with melanoma, and I've been surviving that as well. To stay fitness, to stay, I guess, in the best shape I possibly can, I'm super motivated by fitness, and I'm also a triathlete. I enjoy running and biking and swimming, working out, yoga, Pilates, and you name it. I enjoy the fitness aspect of life. As far as my classroom goes, there are a few ways to be in touch with me. The easiest way to get in touch with me would be via email. I have my email down at the bottom of this slide right here. The only email that you can reach me at on a daily basis is tkennis@mail.ocvts.org. We do have another email that is attached to our Google Classroom, but that is not the email that I use for correspondence with parents. So you'll be able to reach me at that tkennis@mail.ocvts.org. In addition to that, the classroom code for my Google Classroom is listed on the slide as well, and you are welcome to join our classroom as a guardian to your son or daughter's attendance in the Google Classroom as well. In addition to the Google Classroom and email for correspondence, you can also reach out to me via Remind, and the text code to get a hold of me via Remind, my class and Remind is at 4FB8 HCK, and you would text that to 81010, and that would add you to my Remind texts. Our pre-calculus book is also online on our Google Classroom, in addition to the students having a copy at home. And for those students that come into school, there is a copy of the textbook for each student in the classroom as well. In addition to that material, I look for students to come prepared with pencils. Their graphing calculator, a TI-84 is recommended. A 3-ring binder is what I recommend to keep your notes and homework on lined paper in two different sections, one marked homework and one marked RLA, which is a remote learning activity. And that is something that I will mention in just a bit. As far as the course goals and objectives this year, this is the second part of pre-calculus, where after the students have EFA and trig, we study systems of equations and inequalities, we study matrices, series, and sequences, and then we get into analytic geometry, which is more in line to geometry in more than 2 dimensions. We then introduce calculus in terms of limits and continuities and the derivatives. That gives them a good head start into their calculus course for next year. All the topics covered in pre-calculus are similar to the ones that they cover in EFA trig or even Algebra 2 sometimes, but they will delve a little deeper into the course. So I tell our students all the time, please don't delay in seeking extra help when you need it. I don't want anyone to get too far behind. It's easy to get behind really quickly in mathematics. As far as the class rules and expectations that I have, I do ask the students to use a pencil and show respect and courtesy towards others. I ask them to come prepared every day and to be here. I have that in quotes because, as you know, attendance is extremely important. And sometimes being here doesn't necessarily mean physically here in the building. It may mean here online. So for remote learners, I ask that they be attending class in full view in an appropriate environment so that they could be either at a well-lit table or a desk area where they can focus free of distractions. And this is an expectation that I have because participation in my class is very important. It also encompasses 20% of their grade. So it is important for students to be focused on the lesson and to be free of any distractions that they may have at home. And of course, bullying of any kind will not be tolerated. As far as the RLA goes, as I mentioned, that is called a remote learning activity, and it tends to be things that they can do on their own without guided instruction from myself. So that would include vocabulary, any pre-made note sections or handwritten notes that they want to take as they outline the section in the book, and any virtual day assignments are considered RLA, remote learning activities. Homework is very traditional, as the homework has been probably most of their school life. It could consist of a worksheet or an assignment from the textbook, or perhaps a written assignment from a link that I share with them on our Google Classroom Online. As far as grades go, in addition to that homework and the participation and those RLAs, there will be independent assessments and projects. So the independent assessments will come in the form of tests and quizzes, and the tests and quizzes will be given remotely as well, so that all students have a fair chance of completing these assignments online. And at the end of each marking period, the student's grade will be calculated based on the percentage of the ratio of total points that they earn in each specified category. So the categories that I have are pretty much participation, which is 20%, and 80% is everything else. All the grades will be available on the parent portal. That 80% that is everything else, that consists of the homework, which are worth 5 points each. Guided assessments are designated partner assignments or things that they would do with assistance. That would also count. If any assignment is valued as a point total, that would count into that 80%. Independent assessments are the tests and quizzes that I mentioned, and we are very strict about our honor and integrity code when it comes to taking tests and quizzes without any outside resources. Project grades will be designated as an assignment completed using the guidelines for a rubric, and we do have an investment project that will be part of this course for the end of the second semester. I'm sorry, the fourth marking period, the second marking period of the second semester. Participation grades will be rewarded daily, and the students will get 10 points each week for their participation in class. This is a chart that shows how the participation is given, and this rubric is on a document on my Google Classroom if you want to read that in further detail. But it just shows that contributions that they make, their attitude, their preparedness, the quality of their work, and their behavior is also counting towards 10% of their points totals every single week, and that will accumulate to 20% of their grade at the end of the marking period. And as you know, 9/10 of education is encouragement. So this is a partnership between me and you at home. So thank you very much for what you've done to inspire your students to be the hard workers that they are today. I look forward to getting to know them better, and please feel free to reach out to me at any time. Have a great day.